Hello everybody, my name is Magan Kalra. When I was a kid, I got addicted to playing video games. In fact, I got so addicted that I started to steal money. Wherever in my house I would see some change lying, I would quietly pocket it. My dad would come home, change his clothes. I would quietly sneak in and take out some money from his clothes. In fact, it became so bad that even when we went to other people's house and I saw some money lying there, I would steal it. And one day I became super rich. I had 15 bucks. And that day I decided I'm not going to go to school. Instead, I'm going to go and play video games. So next morning I stepped out of my house and instead of turning right, I turned left. I got to the video game parlor and I started to play. And after a few hours while I was playing, somebody patted me on the back and I said, "Let me play," and I continued to play. And once again, somebody patted me on my back and I said, "Let me play," and I continued to play. And it was the third time, once again, somebody patted me on the back and I got out. I was like, and I saw my dad was behind me. And I was like dead in that moment. And because I didn't know what to say to him, I didn't say a word. I quietly went along with him and we walked back home. We had lunch, and with every single bite I took, I was clear that, if he's going to ask me where did I get the money from, then I would have no face to show him. But he didn't say a word. I finished my food and like a good boy, I picked up my plate. The moment I got up, he asked me to sit down. And I knew this is the moment. I sat down and he asked me, "What do you want to do with your life?" I did not understand the question. I said, "What, Papa?" He said, "No, really, what do you want to do with your life?" I was very young to understand that question at that time. But he kept asking me, "Tell me, what do you want to do in your life? Tell me what you want to do with your life." I felt it was like a father and son moment, man to man. And I don't know what I was thinking. And I told him, "Papa, I want to play video games." He said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Papa, can you open me a video game shop? When there are customers, they will give me money. And when they're not there, I will be playing. And it is all good." He said, "You like video games so much?" I said, "Yes, Papa." I don't know how many of you know those days you could rent out video games. So my dad said, "You know what? Tonight we will get a video game home and we will rent it out." I could not believe. I felt my dad was super cool. So he called up the video game parlor and he told the guy to come. And this guy came and fixed up the whole piece around 8:30. And I immediately started playing. After a while, I was hungry. So I shouted, "Mom, bring me food." But there was no answer. I shouted once again, "Mom, bring me food." But there was no answer again. I had to go to her and told Mom, "Mom, please give me food." She said, "You have to ask Papa." I said, "Let it be. Who's going to ask Papa?" And I started playing once again. And I kind of slept while playing. And my dad came. He woke me up. He said, "What happened?" I said, "Nothing." He said, "Are you sleepy?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Get up." I got up. He said, "Go wash your face." I went. I washed my face. I came back. And he said, "Play." And I started playing. And after a few hours, I felt sleepy again. And my dad came back. He said, "What happened?" I said, "I'm sleepy." He said, "Get up, go wash your face." I went, washed my face, came back. He said, "Play." I said, "Papa, I'm done." He said, "No, you like video games, so you play." So I started playing. And after some time, I went off to sleep. I don't know what time it was, but about 6 o'clock in the morning, he came back again. And he woke me up and he said, "Go wash your face." I went, I washed my face, I came back. He said, "Play." I said, "No, Papa, I'm done." But he said, "Why? What happened? You love video games, don't you?" I said, "Yes, Papa, but I'm really done." And that is when he told me something that I can never forget in my life. And he said that, "Beta, hamesha yaad rakhna, ati har ek cheez ki buri hoti hai. My son, always remember, excess of everything is bad." Maybe I was too young to get the message at that time, but when I reflect upon the lesson now, I realize the power and importance of balance in our lives. There are times when we are so driven for certain things that we tend to ignore other important and critical parts of our life, even life itself. And when we ignore those things, relationships break, health goes down, we forget balance is key. It is nature's law. I wish you all the very best to live a healthy, wealthy, and balanced life.